There are two ways to create tasks within XPlan Mortgage. The first is from the main XPlan Mortgage dashboard. From the tasks tile, if I select new task, all I need to do is key in the details of the task. So if I say contact to make an appointment, so let's say make initial appointment with client, correct my poor spelling. Okay. Here we have it. It's unactioned. Let's say it's a high priority. Now, in this case, I'm going to assign this task to myself, but I could choose to assign it to one of my fellow colleagues who also have XPlan Mortgage, and I can put in the client details here. Now, if it's a client that I've already created, I will select that here. And let's say I've already put some basic details in for the client, so I am going to assign that task. So let's say pop in the surname, and let's say it's Andy Harding, and I would like to do that before the end of the week. Okay, so I've put the 5th of January as a due date. I'm then going to save that, and we will see that on my task tile, I now have a task here advising me to contact that client before the end of the week. Okay, another way of creating a task is to create it within the client record. So if I open a client, let's say Donna Eyre, from my recent clients here, very simple, just go to the task tile, so on the bottom left here, go to new task, and again put in the details of the task. So let's say in this case it's a letter, so send a letter including completed fact find, for example. Okay, so there's many options you can have here. I'm going to say that's currently unactioned, it's normal priority, and it's possible that I've got an administrator who is going to undertake that task, so I will assign it to that administrator. And let's say that I want her to do that within 1 week, so I'll put in that date there and save that task. Okay, we'll then see I can't see the task on my dashboard because it's not one of my tasks. But if I go to task search, then what I can do is actually search by task that I've created. Okay, so I can see here that I created this task for my colleague Catherine to action before the 10th of January. Okay, so that's two ways of creating a task within XPlan Mortgage. Something you can also do in two ways on XPlan Mortgage is create a diary appointment. So you can either go to the dashboard, and to get there I'm going to select or click on the IRESS logo in the top left, go to the diary tile and select new appointment. Okay, and again, very simple to follow. I can give it a title if I want to. So let's say it's a second appointment for a client, and it is going to be tomorrow at 1 p.m. Okay, and it's going to finish at 2 p.m. Okay, and then description, second appointment to complete fact find, for example. Okay, would help if I could type. There we go. So I've added that for myself. But if I wanted to, again, I could assign a colleague to do that appointment for me, and then I can put in the client details here. So if I say this is for a client named, let's try Diamond. Okay, so these are previously created clients, and I can pop that information in there and then choose to save that diary appointment. Okay, if I go back to my dashboard now, the second way again you can create a diary appointment is by going actually into a client record. So let's choose a recent client. We'll go into Tom Barnes here. And from his client summary dashboard, I'm going to create a new appointment in the diary. So I can see here, I already have an appointment for this client on Tuesday at 12 o'clock. So what I will do is I'm going to create a third appointment for this one, which will be, let's have a look, next Friday at 11:30. Okay, and I just call it third appointment to confirm recommendation, for example. Okay, again, it could be for myself, or I could assign it to a colleague to run that appointment, and it's confirmed the client information there. And if I save that, I can see I've got the second appointment for this client on Tuesday and the third appointment for this client on Friday next week. Okay, and then I can go back to my dashboard from there, and it will now show those appointments within my diary tile on my main XPlan Mortgage dashboard. Okay, something else you can do with an XPlan Mortgage is to add notes against your clients. Now, this you cannot do from the dashboard because it is client specific, but you can add it to your individual client. So again, I'll choose a recent client. Let's go to Donna Eyre. Very simple to add notes. From the notes tile, I just select new note, put in the details of the note here. So let's say email, okay. And let's say email received from client with their preferences, for example. Okay, and then what I could do from here is I could either copy the content of the email in, for example, or if I had to save that email as a PDF, I could attach it onto here, which would save it as my notes. Okay, but as it is, we'll pretend that we've copied content from the email. And this is for my audit purposes. And then if I go to save, it will save this note against this client record. Okay, and I can see here, email received from client with their preferences there. And if I wish to open that, simply select it and it opens the details of the note.